All right, part two. Um, from the first part of the video, from my last video, the first part, when I said that I'm going to get to in a minute about the my opinion that we should have just captured him instead of killing him. Now, I'm going to get to that right now. The reason why I feel that we should have just captured him instead of just killing him, because I think that by killing Osama bin Laden was just too easy. That yeah, I just feel that it's just simply too easy. That we should have just by capturing, which means lock him. Let's see, put some handcuffs on him, take like a 22-hour, like it's like 22-hour trip, something like that, to the United States, and read his Miranda rights and put him in court. But I understand that many of you probably think that's a little bit too far-fetched to just having Osama bin Laden being in court and have all the media showing live from every news station. I'm sorry, every cable news network showing Osama bin Laden's trial live and having strict security, bodyguards, strict security, bodyguards to protect Osama bin Laden from somebody believing that they're going to take actions to their own hands by trying to kill him themselves, since hypothetically that President Obama didn't kill him. And technically, I feel that it's somewhat of, by using a bigger perspective and wider use of logic, I feel it's a double standard, and that we incarcerate, for example, killers, murderers, child molesters, pedophiles, and so on and so forth. We incarcerate those people, or in other words, people who kill other people, make a crime of killing other innocent people, or serial killers too, so on and so forth. We put them in prison for, let's see, decades, a few decades, hundreds of years, life, the death penalty, or death row, the electric chair, and so on and so forth. But yet, when it comes to terrorists like Osama bin Laden, we kill them. So I feel it does not make any sense that we just decide that we can just lock away authority with key with killers and murderers and etc. But yet, when it comes to terrorists, a huge exemption, somewhat, that we just kill them on sight. But yet again, that's how I feel about that. I just feel it's just a huge double standard. We should have just, in my opinion, even before we killed him at that, we should have just showed the whole world, showed the entire world who's been so connected to Osama bin Laden, is that we can, since we have a justice system, we can use it. You know, even though technically the 9/11 attacks was on U.S. soil, so I'm thinking that it's pretty obvious to just have Osama bin Laden be arrested in the U.S. I'm sorry, actually capture him, take him to the U.S. and be in prison. And I believe that it's impossible for Osama bin Laden to be found not guilty. It's impossible. It's that the stack of evidence, for example, like 9/11 and killing of Muslims, innocent Muslims, would not end up, still would not be irrelevant. I think it's simply impossible. So that's how I feel about that. That is my answer to that from the first part of my my video about Osama, my response about Osama bin Laden. And from the last video, I made a little bit comment about the should we release Osama bin Laden's death photo or not. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that again a little bit more right now. The discussion right now is should we release Osama bin Laden's death photo or not. Currently, right now, just recently, President Obama has officially decided to not release Osama bin Laden's death photo. But technically, in my opinion, about that topic, should we release a death photo, Osama bin Laden's death photo or not? I'm blank. I don't know how to feel about it. I have a question mark about that answer, about my opinion about it. I'm simply blank. I don't know what to feel about it. But I have heard two different perspectives from Jon Stewart and Rachel Maddow. Both of them made a very unique perspective about should we release Osama bin Laden's death photo or not. Jon Stewart's perspective is very interesting, and it really does make sense that if we do release, it doesn't make sense that everyone in the media keeps saying that it's too gory. That Osama bin Laden's death photo is too gory. It's too much to fade of the heart. It may inflame and outrage Al Qaeda even more to make a retaliation to attack the United States. But Jon Stewart really did make a unique point by saying that look at what we watch on TV, like CSI, the CSI trilogies, Criminal Minds, and so on and so forth. They show the human body, for example, being shot or whatever. They show literally the innards, what happened when that person the specific timeline of that person's death, and simply showing scar tissue, the open wound, the tragic gorifying wounds, headshot, chest shot, whatever, the body being deceased, rigor mortis, and so on and so forth. That is simply much of a double standard. That everyone's talking about, it's too gory, but yet look at what we watch on TV. They show, like for example, the body being shot in the face or whatever, like what happened, like to Osama, what happened to Osama bin Laden? He got shot in the eye. Which what we see on TV makes a great point. And Rachel Maddow's perspective, which is very also unique too, that if we by releasing Osama bin Laden's, by releasing a person's death photo, we gotta learn our history from the past. That by releasing a person's death photo, for example, she mentioned, she shown some video footage of a person's death photo in the Middle East, and people are in the streets praising that person after that person has died, and after being shown their death photo. So simply Rachel Maddow's perspective, to break it all down, she's saying that if we do release Osama bin Laden's death photo, it's gonna possibly cause people to be in the streets in the Middle East to praise Osama bin Laden like he's a god or something, since he's already dead, but yet people just praise him and celebrate in the streets. Let's see. The next thing is currently the discussion is the U.S. and Pakistan relationship between the United States and Pakistan. That because of the information that we found Osama bin Laden in Pakistan, that he was hiding in Pakistan for the past 5 years, that the United States, even President Obama, who had who was on 60 Minutes a few days ago on Sunday, said that he wants a investigation into Pakistan, or if I can say, he wants Pakistan to have an investigation, or have the United States have an investigation about Pakistan possibly really didn't know that Osama bin Laden was hiding there in their country, but yet Pakistan's retaliating by saying they did not know, that it's all made up, that it's all far-fetched, that we did not know saying that we did not know that Osama bin Laden was in our country. And technically, their former Pakistan's former prime minister said last year in 2010 that he said that he don't believe that Osama bin Laden was in their country, but yet tragically a year later found out that he was in Pakistan. But yeah, real quick, honestly, it's a possibility. Well, yet again, I don't know how to. Well, technically, I don't know how to feel. Yet again, I'm still blank about that. About the discussion about should we cut the tie of. I'm sorry. Should the United States cut the tie with Pakistan? But yet, technically, my perspective and my using wider logic is that if you think about it, lately I've been seeing in the news of people being interviewed about act of a crime, saying that they did not know that their neighbor was, for example, like a murderer, a killer, a child molester, and so on and so forth. They did not know that their neighbor was this or that. So I feel that since lately for so long, and I've seen this before so many times in my local news. It's chance that you have seen this before in your news, or probably in the media too, that people after a crime that they're saying that they did not know that their neighbor was this or that. So I'm thinking it's pretty logical to me that if since Pakistan saying that they did not know that Osama bin Laden was there, I think it's pretty logical. I think it's pretty obvious, somewhat, from my perspective, is that if it's happening in the United States that people don't know in neighborhoods, they don't know about what their neighbors are, or possibly the occupation secretly of their secrets, who they really are, of their double lives. I think that in Pakistan, I think that Pakistan did not know that Osama bin Laden was there. It's pretty obvious they can't have like Osama bin Laden. What do you want? A sign? I guess the United States want a sign for Pakistan to have. Osama bin Laden here, big terrorist here, flashing. Oh, I'm sorry, a giant neon sign says Osama bin Laden here. But I don't know.